The final Jet vlog in the series on how to apply to Jet and become a Jet. I'm going to start my time here on my stopwatch while I talk to you guys. So I believe this is Jet vlog number 7 in the Apply to Jet series. And, this is going to get posted on Saturday, November 22nd. And I apologize, I've had a really busy week. And I'm just now getting around to this final vlog to wrap everything up. And obviously, if you're an American, the deadline for you is Tuesday the 25th. So hopefully many of you, if you're watching this, have already sent off everything. If you haven't, obviously on Monday you'll have to go down to Kinko's or somewhere and Federal Express it all off, so it gets there overnight to Washington D.C. by 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday the 25th. And it's not bad if you haven't sent it yet to go and use overnight postal service at the post office or Federal Express, because you can track the package and someone has to sign for it, and it'll give you some peace of mind that it arrived okay. So I'm going to go over everything that should be included as you're putting the whole package together, and some other things that I left off. Let's see what's going on with me real quick. Sorry that I'm a little scruffy today. I'm growing my beard. Monday is a holiday in Japan. It's Labor and Thanksgiving Day here. Kind of like Thanksgiving obviously in America, but with no turkey. Can't find turkey in Japan. But no, basically it's just a holiday, so we get a 3-day weekend. For me, it's obviously sumo weekend, and I'm wearing my Chargers shirt, but my Chargers aren't doing that well this year. But they still have a chance. And it snowed. It got really cold in the week, and it got down to like 2 or 3 degrees centigrade, which I know some of you are like, is not that cold. It's cold, damn it. And for November, it snowed. This is going to be my 5th winter in Japan, and it's never snowed this early before. So, okay. Obviously, in your package, you need your application. You're going to send it in online, but you're also going to print it out like via a PDF file and sign it and include it. There's a medical form, which is self-assessed. You don't have to go to a doctor to do this unless you have some kind of condition that requires more explanation from a physician. Your statement of purpose, which we went over in a previous vlog. Your letter of intent. Hopefully you guys worked hard on it and did really good 2-page letters. Your transcripts and all your school stuff, I really hope that you've already gotten all of this taken care of, because schools, the bureaucracy of schools, you can't often just go in, say on Monday, and say, I need these things today. So hopefully you have all that stuff taken care of. Your letters of reference, hopefully again, you've gotten these from the people that were writing them for you, and they're ready to go. Hopefully if they're cool, like one professor, when I gave it to him, he wrote a letter for me. He's like, oh, and here's a copy, outside of the sealed envelope, here's what I wrote, so I could read what he wrote. And then the other high school teacher that I was working with at the time, at the high school I was working at, she just gave me the sealed envelope, and I was like, oh, well, what did you write? And she goes, oh, I wrote nice stuff. So I still, to this day, never have known what she wrote, but obviously I'm here, so it must have been okay. Okay, and then the final thing is a self-address stamped envelope, an SASE, because you definitely want to know whether you get to the next stage, which is the interview stage, and that happens in the new year. So make sure you include a self-addressed stamped envelope. And remember that you have to have, check the website listing very carefully, but I'm pretty sure you have to have 2 copies of everything. Most likely this is one copy that they're going to keep here in America at the embassy, and then they're going to put together a little package of you and send it all to Japan at some point. So they want 2 copies of everything. Okay, looking at the online application, I want to clear up one thing that I think was unclear from one of my earlier vlogs, and that was when I vlogged about who does JET program want. And basically, A lot of you have emailed me or PM'd me and said, you know, oh, I study Japanese culture, or oh, I'm really into nantuka nantuka about Japan, or oh, I'm pretty good at Japanese. And you made it sound like the JET program doesn't want me then, and I apologize. Of course the JET program wants you if you can speak Japanese, if you're studying Japanese, if you have an active interest in some facet of Japanese culture, such as, you know, martial arts or something. Even anime manga, although, you know, this is not something I would necessarily bring up right away, shows a healthy interest in Japan, and that is, of course, a positive thing. You know, be proud of the fact that you can speak a little bit of Japanese or are a very good speaker of Japanese. And there is a section on the application where you can put, you know, there's a drop-down menu and you can put intermediate, advanced. But, you know, if you're, you know, be honest. If you haven't studied it at all, you know no Japanese, you know, there's a section put none. And you know what? I think more so than they want to know this to determine whether you're a good candidate for the program or not, because Japanese language ability is in no way necessary for you to get in. I think they do this because the JET program itself in Japan spends a lot of money trying to educate JETs in Japanese. They have this correspondence course that they send out, these booklets that they have to make, etc. And you know, you'll get this thing called Japanese for JETs, etc. when you actually get into the program. So they spend a lot of money on these materials, but I think they want to know, you know, like how many people have no Japanese skills, etc. Okay, one thing that was different about the application than when I did it is they asked this question about food on the medical form, which I thought was kind of funny. You know, what foods do you not eat because of medical or personal reasons? You know, I think they want to know, oh, you're a vegetarian, or oh, you know, you're allergic to, you know, shellfish or something. But it's funny because I don't eat fish, but I don't know if I would have mentioned that because, you know, it's such a huge part of the Japanese diet, especially here in a rural part of Japan like Shimane that's right on the ocean. But everywhere in Japan they eat tons of fish. But I just don't like it. So I don't know if I would have mentioned that. But anyway, that was just kind of caught me funny. And then there's a part in there called why did you apply to JET, or how did you find out about the JET program? And again, this is, you know, just internal research that they're trying to, like, you know, how are people finding out about us? You know, was it on college campus from a friend, etc. And I think a few of you found out about JET from me, maybe on YouTube, although why you would have typed in JET program if you didn't know what it was on YouTube search engine is beyond me, but I know some of you have stumbled across my videos for various reasons and learned about JET, and if you want to put down Jason's vlogs on YouTube, you go right ahead. No, I'm actually just kidding. But for all of you who have said, you know, or sent me a PM and said, oh, you know, I really like your videos, they've been so helpful, I found out a lot about the program, etc. I thank you for that, and I'm glad that you found the videos useful. Let's see, I have about a minute left. Send everything off on Monday if you're an American. If you're not an American, you know, look at your deadline and make sure you make it. Don't mess up and, you know, not get it in. This is too important, and hopefully, you know, follow every step. Check off everything that looks like it needs to get done, because I'm sure this is a way they weed out people that are like, oh, they forgot to do this. You know, you're out of it, you know. They can only, you know, say 100% of the people that apply, you know, say half of those people get the interview and then another half of those interview people get the job. You know, they weed out people just through the application, and I'm sure if you make a mistake, you know, it's one reason maybe you wouldn't get to the interview stage. But, you know, don't worry too much. Have a good holidays. Don't, you know, stress and like, oh, am I going to get it? Am I going to get it? You're not going to find out until next year. So have a good holiday, and you know, good luck. Ganbatte ne. I hope you all did excellent applications and get to come and enjoy Japan like I have. And more vlogs on the way. Thank you as always for watching, and I will be making vlogs about the interview process in the new year, probably in February. Okay, for those of you who get to that next stage. Alright, peace, see you soon. Bye.